Welcome everyone. Happy Monday. This is our Facebook Live show. It is going to be myself and Tina Sessoms, our wonderful front staff in Durham, who also does our ordering for our Metagenics products and knows a lot about our supplements and our practice. Dr. Simonds is at an appointment today, so Tina and I are going to hold it down, right?
Thank you, Michelle. Good morning, everyone.
So we are open, both offices, Raleigh and Durham. We are currently in our Raleigh location, which is located on Falls of Neuse Road, very close to 540, next to the Piper's Tavern, across from Lafayette Village. And our Durham location, where Tina is primarily at, is up in South Point area of Durham. So this is our Ask Me Anything. We have received some questions. You are welcome to submit some today through the Ask Me Anything, or submit some for our next in 2 weeks that we're going to do. So we received some questions. We're going to get through those questions, and then the main focus of this AMA is going to be on our supplement line, Metagenics, wonderful brand right here behind me. So we'll get into that, but I wanted to address a few questions that we've received from folks. Crystal has asked us, she seems to have stalled with her weight loss for about a week. She's asking, what can she do to jumpstart losing weight again? And I think we've had similar questions on some of our previous AMAs. So you may have heard me and Dr. Simonds talk about this previously, but a week that can be really frustrating. We consider an actual plateau about 4 or more weeks without weight loss. So Crystal, I know that can be hard, especially if you were losing every week and then you have a week with nothing, but that is very, very, very common and normal and expected. And it does not concern us at all. So what I would do is, one, hang in there. A lot of times just continuing doing what you have been doing works beautifully, and eventually it just starts to come back off. You also can, reach out to one of us and we can talk about your treatment plan if you are, currently being seen, and tweak if we need to. But usually it's by that 4-week mark that we need to address. And if you can't come into the office, we can do a phone visit with you. So we still have those available to anyone who needs that as an option. You can get your medications either via shipping or pick them up curbside. You don't even have to come in. So we are available. So things that I think we've talked about in previous AMAs that can help to break a plateau are adding things like the lipotropic injections. People will generally feel better. They'll get a mood boost. They'll sleep better. And that can really help. Tina knows a lot about these injections.
Yes, they are very, very good in helping to boost your metabolism.
And when you feel good too, you do good.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
That helps. We have CBD products. We've had many patients who, after starting CBD, taking it routinely, they will find that really does help kind of break them off a plateau. Again, I think a lot of that is related to lowering inflammation, helping with mood, helping with sleep, which in turn all affects your ability to lose weight. So reach out to us, Crystal, if you need. And this week, keep in mind with those lipotropic injections Tina and I were just referring to, it is buy one, get one free. So our Super B, which is kind of our most potent, is $40, and you will get the Fat Burn Plus, which is $30 completely free. So, and a lot of people, it'll just be 1 in each arm or 2 in the hip. They really don't hurt that much for anyone who's kind of afraid of injections. It's not like a tetanus shot. It's just kind of a boop and it's done. And totally worth it. So Crystal, thank you for that question. And anyone can get those injections as well. Not just patients, anyone who wants to come in. So Jane has asked how often our follow-up visits required. She has 2 small kids and she's got to coordinate childcare. So Jane, you would actually be a perfect candidate for our phone visits. And that is something we can set up without you having to come in first. We can set that all up remotely. So please give us a call, either office that you're more comfortable with. Either one of us can take you as a phone patient, and we can explain to you what is required. There are a few things that we need, like a picture of your weight and a blood pressure reading, since we can't do that in the office. You can get more details about this at simonsmetabolics.com, our website. There's a tab that says distance, and that's where all of this is going to be. So you can find out more about that, or give us a call in either the Raleigh or the Durham office. So no need to come in. You can keep you and your little kiddos at home, and we can just do it all over the phone, ship you your meds, or if you really do want to pick them up, we could just bring them out So you don't have to come in with the kiddos. So thank you for that question, Jane. Very good. Kira is asking, she wants to lose some baby weight. So Kira's had a baby. She has about 40 pounds that she does not want. And her baby is still a newborn. So she's tired. She doesn't really have time to work out or energy to work out. I think most moms probably can relate to that.
Yes, absolutely.
In the newborn period. So luckily, Kira, if you are not nursing, you would be a candidate for pharmaceuticals, some medications to help you lose this weight. The hormonal flux that happens with pregnancy and postpartum can make it very difficult. And it is not necessarily true for all women, maybe not even most women, that nursing causes automatic weight loss. Some women, they can gain weight with nursing, or they can continue to struggle 6-12 months after the birth of their child. So things don't just bounce back the way it looks like it does for celebrities usually. So we are here to help. Reach out to us. And the energy thing, we have things that are more for energy, like those lipotropic injections, and like some of our vitamins and supplements that we're going to get to shortly, that could really help with that energy. But don't feel like you have to work out, because again, exercise is not a requirement for weight loss. So again, anyone who's recently joined us, thank you for being here on our Facebook Live. We are in the Raleigh office, and I am with Tina, who we're getting ready to talk about our Metagenics supplements. So Metagenics is a pharmaceutical grade supplement line. It is one of a few companies that really does an amazing job with their research, their testing, the purity of the products, their sourcing of the ingredients, and their education. And we have a Metagenics rep who is just amazing with the knowledge about these things, and then we learn, and then we can pass it on to you as patients. So the reason Tina is here is because she has done such a good job of kind of coordinating what we carry, why we carry it. And have you really seen the benefits for a patient?
I have. So I have been a huge fan of Metagenics. They have been around for about 30 years now, do some very vigorous testing. All our patients who start off with other supplements and move over to Metagenics notice that difference within no time. So I'm a big fan of it. They are prescription strength supplements. So we were very excited to have them, and we have been slowly incorporating more and more of the supplements into our clinic. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and this week we have added 3 new products, and 2 are forms of vitamin C. We have vitamin C that you can swallow tablets, and then powder.
So if you're not big on taking tablets, the powder you can do very easily twice a day. And then a new product as well, our immune booster, which is a probiotic. It has a specific strain in there for sinus and respiratory. So we all know how important that is. While this is all going on with the COVID, it is probably one of the best things that we can carry at this particular time now. We do have other strains of probiotics, one specifically for weight loss, which is our control, and then another one, which is our broad spectrum with a lot of different strains in there. We offer only the Metagenics, but we are big believers and big supporters of the Metagenics.
Yeah, and we make many of them available in our office, but we also have an online store where you can buy more than just what we carry here in the office. And there are some discounts associated with the online store. And we can talk about that. But just a reminder, when we're talking about these supplements and some of this food you see around us, you don't need an appointment to come in to purchase these things. We have patients come in a lot just to kind of go on a little shopping trip because they need snacks for the weekend. And I know, Tina, you know a lot about all of these products, including the Metagenics, and I imagine you see people needing them.
They do. They come in and they have questions, and we're always happy to answer any questions for you. We want you to feel comfortable at our retail shop. We want you to feel comfortable with the supplements you are taking. So please don't hesitate to ever ask any questions. All our staff's very, very knowledgeable in all of this, and we're more than happy to help.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we had mentioned the online way to purchase what we're about, to talk a little bit more about. So there's a link through our website, simonsmetabolics.com, under the resources tab that goes to Metagenics. And you can also go to wsimons.metagenics.com.
That's correct, yes.
So many email addresses to remember. But you can sign up for auto ship for some of these products. And that is how you will receive a 20% discount. So they also get another special discount with future orders. Is that right?
They do. So 20%, as Michelle was saying, for your first order, and then you do get 10% with each additional order. So, and you get it auto shipped. You don't have to worry about, leaving your home. It's easy, and the shipping is free. So yes, absolutely. It is the best way to go.
Yeah.
If you're not wanting to get out of the house just now.
Yeah. So if you're kind of confused on what supplements and what companies are good and, is it worth the money, we can help guide you. And then once you settle on the products that are working well, you can keep it on auto ship. Just keep ordering through the Simonds Metagenics website, because that will offer you the continued discount. If you were to purchase directly from their site, they do not offer those types of 20% or 10% discounts. So that is why it's beneficial to go through, to go through the Simonds Metabolics.
Exactly.
So let's address some common questions that we get related to our supplements. We have been asked, why this brand? Because there are other brands. So what would you say if someone said, why Metagenics? Why not another one I see?
Well, I think like we were saying in the beginning, they are prescription strength. They do some very vigorous testing and continue to keep that up. You will not find them in your local drugstore or your big retailers. They are geared more towards individual physician's office, weight loss. So they stand by their product, and also if any time you are not happy with it, it is a full refund with Metagenics, no questions asked.
Yeah, and we believe in this brand so much that almost all of the staff, if not all of the staff, takes at least one Metagenics product. Dr. Simonds himself takes Metagenics products. So we are firm believers in, if we don't want to take it ourselves or we don't find the benefit, we're not going to try to encourage patients to purchase it. So we really do believe in this line. I think that's a good point you're saying about how it's really only available through medical provider offices, because we, even though they are not prescription, you don't need a prescription to purchase them. It is good to get guidance so that you really are taking the things that you would do best with and you actually would get great benefit from. It can be confusing with all the different things that people will say, well, everyone needs this, this, and this, and then these general recommendations are very difficult. But we do carry some other supplements. We talked about vitamin C. So do you want to share some of the other ones we carry?
Absolutely.
You can purchase?
So we also have a vitamin D, and that's a 5,000. You would take that daily. We have a fish oil, and we have a multivitamin, and we have magnesium and potassium. All of them, which are excellent, and you can certainly take them all. You can individualize it and take what you need, but we will always stand by this product. It is the best. And you have the multivitamin there.
So this is the multivitamin. It's called Phyto Multi, and there's a reason it's called that. Do you want to explain the whole plant-based situation with the Phyto?
Well, there's amino acids, there's vitamins, there's everything you will need in there with 2 tablets a day. I will say though that if you just take the one, you're still going to benefit from it.
There's 6
That's
tablets
how potent it is. They come in tablets or capsules. We carry the tablets in our clinic, but if you prefer the capsules, you can certainly order them as well. Some people find it easier to take the capsules versus the tablets. So.
Yeah, and keep in mind, you can purchase more than just what is in the office when you go to the Metagenics website. It's not only what you see here that you can purchase. You will have the option to purchase any Metagenics products that you choose and still get that discount as long as you are going through the link that we provide you. So other questions we hear a lot is, let's see, do you need to be a patient to buy them? Because a lot of people say, you know, my brother, my sister were told, or my father needs to be on a multivitamin, but there's so many out there, can't figure it out, or I've heard all these different things about fish oil being good versus bad. So what do you say when we receive this question?
I'm a big believer in our fish oil, and Metagenics has a pure source of fish oil for heart health, for inflammation. Again, you know, it's 1 to 2 tablets daily. Everyone can take it. You know, your teenagers can take that, but it is very highly recommended to take a fish oil. And going back to the Phyto Multi, also, when you're on a weight loss program, you are cutting out certain food groups, and that's when you want to bring in a multivitamin to make sure that you are getting a balance of all your nutrients. And these are what they are. They are supplementing your diet. So I just wanted to put that out there, that we do want you to have a complete balanced diet, and your supplements will help with that.
That is an excellent, excellent point. And I do actually say almost that exact thing to patients on a daily basis when they say, should I be taking any supplements? I say, well, you know, weight loss is a time of restriction. And even though we want you to still get as much, you know, nutrients as you can, when you're cutting calories, you're inevitably cutting nutrients. So while they are optional, they're not required, we will make recommendations, especially if you're seeking it out and saying, I heard I should take this, what should I do? Or I was told by my primary care, my vitamin D's low, my B12's low, you know, I should be taking this, but I'm overwhelmed. I go to GNC or I go to another place and they want me to take 8 pills twice a day, or whatever it is. So we can help navigate that. And give you more specific recommendations for what you need. And you do not need to be a patient to buy these or to take these. So if you do want to get them for a family member or a friend, that's absolutely fine. You know, they are safe, even though it is best to make sure that that person is really in need. It's not something that would be unsafe for them to take, even if a medical provider did not, quote unquote, prescribe it to them.
And I also wanted to mention that we also have Q10 for our patients who are on statins. And Michelle, you could probably guide them a little bit more on that. Now, I mean, everyone can take them, but they are geared more towards our patients that are on statins, and you recommend those a lot.
Yes, that's a great point. Coenzyme Q10 is a very powerful antioxidant and most beneficial for our cardiac tissue to keep our hearts healthy. And sort of ironically, medications called statins, which lower cholesterol, they're lipid lowering drugs, so they help fight high cholesterol levels. Those medications actually block our ability to produce coenzyme Q10. And that drop in that antioxidant can lead to things like muscle pain and cramping and fatigue, which a lot of people will say, oh, I tried to take that Lipitor or whatever, and oh my gosh, I just ached all the time. That is related to a CoQ10 deficiency that happens when you're on those types of medications. And many of our patients are being told they need to be taking these cholesterol lowering medications. So by supplementing with coenzyme Q10, which we have available in the office, or you can purchase online through our link, that can help tremendously with some of the side effects that you can get from the cholesterol medications that I'm referring to called statins. So very, very good point. And other questions that we get is, do we offer like gender specific, where does it need to be a multivitamin just for a woman, or are there certain things that are just for a woman versus things that are just for a man? And you can probably speak to that.
Right. We don't. We have for the general public, though if you go on our website, there will be an option that if you do want to purchase specific vitamins and minerals for women, you can do so, and same thing for men. In our clinic, we are just general based, but online you have a few more options.
Right. Yeah. And that is a good question, because there are some things that are more for women or for men, but something like the phytomulti or the vitamin D or the CoQ10 or the fish oil or magnesium, really everyone needs that, regardless of gender or age or weight, or other medical conditions. These are really important nutrients that many of us just aren't getting in our diet, even when we're not trying to lose weight.
Yes.
They're just not in our food supply.
That's right. And I do want to say that in the clinic, we are offering 10% off our vitamin C. Now, it is online, but we are also offering it in the clinic, 10%, the tablets and the powder.
And that is a new product that you will see in both our Raleigh location, and we are currently in Raleigh, and that is on Falls of Neuse Road. We're kind of tucked back, but we're across from Lafayette Village, next to Piper's Tavern in a brick building. The South Point office is a little bit more visible up in the streets at South Point.
It is, and we have, you'll see Nordstrom Rack on one side, Best Buy, for the women who know this, Ulta, catty corner from us, you can't miss it. And we are open Monday through Thursday. We do have our Express, which is Friday mornings in Durham from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And that is every first and third Friday, starting for the month of June.
Yeah, and we have extended hours in both offices. So in the evenings, if you need to run in to get something or need a late appointment, we are here. So we just talked about that vitamin C. And I think a common question, even though many of us understand vitamin C plays a role in the immune system, is, but why would I need that? Isn't vitamin C in food? Why would I need to take a supplement?
Right. It is in food, but this is going back to where we are cutting out a big food group. Most of our vitamin C is in fruits. And we, with our diet plan, we do want you to limit your fruit. And so we want to bring in additional vitamin C. And that's when the powder or the tablets come into effect. Like you were saying, Michelle, it is something we need for our immune system during these times now. We need to do everything we can to boost our immune system. And that's why we are expanding our supplements for everyone out there, the patients, whether you've been affected by COVID or not, it is something you can take for as long as you need it.
Right.
It is water soluble, so it is safe to take. Your body will just get rid of whatever it doesn't use. And I love it. I will always take that. And I know you will.
Yeah. And she touched on, so many good points here, where, vitamin C, good for the immune system. Yes, right now during COVID, that's important. But keep in mind, we are in flu season for a good chunk of the year. There are other viruses. We always need support. Right now, it's kind of at a heightened level, but we always need support. And when it comes to the nutrients, even vitamin C found in foods, the amount of food you would have to eat, the amount of fruit you would have to eat to really get the vitamin C that you need is more than even people who are not trying to lose weight are usually comfortable with. So it really makes sense to be able to have this as a supplement. And the difference between the powder and the tablet is really just the form.
It's just the form.
It's just how it gets into your body. So there's not one better than another. If you do have trouble digesting tablets or things, you may do better with the powder because it's kind of pre-broken down. It's sort of pre-digested. So it may be more easily absorbed.
Exactly. That's right. Both, though, will do the exact same thing. It's just a matter of preference.
Yes. Yeah. So 10% off in office, our tablets and our powder of vitamin C. You also have the option to buy any of the other supplements here.
That's right.
And then if you go through the link, it's 20% off your first order. 10% off each order after that when you sign up for auto ship. And there is where you can see all the other Metagenics products that are offered and are fantastic. So let's see, what other common questions? One is that how can I find out more information? So I think Tina touched on, we are here to help, and Tina is an expert, right? This is
Thank you, Michelle.
every week you are doing inventory and looking, is there anything new, and contacting with the rep and taking them yourself. So I know you would be a great resource.
Anytime I'm there Monday through Thursday. Anytime you have any questions, you feel free to come into the office. Feel free to give us a call, email us. I'm sure Michelle feels the same way.
Absolutely.
She's available at any time. But we are here. We are here to help you in any way we can to keep you on track with your supplements.
Yeah. And you can even go through our website, simonsmetabolics.com, to submit a question right through the website. So if you don't feel like you have time to call, just submit it right through the website. Or if you have one of our cards from one of our providers, just email one of us with any questions that you have, and we can help navigate you through all the supplement world, right? Let's see, should we wrap up with any more important information when it comes to these supplements? How about the regularity of taking them? I think that's something that people often they'll get on a regimen and then they'll kind of fall off. They'll get on a regimen, kind of fall off. So do you have any tips or tricks on how to remember to take them, and timing of certain ones with food, without food?
Yes, so we do recommend that our vitamin D be taken with a food high in fat to be better absorbed. I, for one, need my supplements in plain view. If I keep them hidden away, I will forget about them. So I keep them on the counter. I keep some in our kitchen and then some in my bathroom. And I will say that you do not need to refrigerate our probiotics. So they're great for traveling as well. Some probiotics do need to be refrigerated to keep them live. You do not need to do that with the Metagenics, which makes it very convenient for travel.
Excellent point. So yeah, and the timing also is something that we can help you figure out, when you're purchasing them or when we're just deciding that you're going to start something. We can tell you which, what time is best, and with meals and without. And a lot of it is your schedule, and maybe using a phone, phone alarm or something, like she said, putting it in plain view. So there are a lot of tips and tricks that we can help, because it can be overwhelming sometimes with, when do I take what and how much and this and that. So we can definitely help. So just a reminder, we are open, our Raleigh location here on Falls on News Road, as well as our Durham location. We have been open throughout this entire COVID pandemic, and offering phone visits as well as in-person visits if you feel comfortable. You can follow us on social media. You can see us online at simonsmetabolics.com. We have a lot of great information. And if you need a restart, no matter how long it's been, give us a call. We are here to help. Our next AMA will be on June 15th. That's 2 weeks from today at 10 a.m. on Monday morning. And we would love for you to submit questions between now and then. They can be related to Metagenics, or they can be related to anything. Like we had the 3 great questions from the ladies that we addressed earlier in the AMA. So say thank you again for joining us. Thank you so much for Tina.
Thank you for having me.
Coming.
Thank you.
She really is a wealth of knowledge. All of our providers and our office staff really are so kind and helpful. And if they don't know the answer, they will ask someone who does. So they won't pretend. They will make sure you get the answer you need. So join us again in 2 weeks. Follow us on social media. And thank you so much for coming. We hope you have a wonderful week and that you stay safe and well. And if you need some immunity boosters to do that, 10% off vitamin C powder, vitamin C tablets. We are here. We are open. You don't need an appointment. and you can come in and shop any of the products or the supplements, so the food or the supplements, whatever you need. And if you just want to check out more on our website, recipes, simonsmetabolics.com.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.